What's up, everybody? This is BB Davis. BB Loves Sports, where sports and gaming is Exquisite Fusion. Make sure you lock it down at 10 p.m. if that's your thing, because it's a header, baby. It's a header. Colorado and Colorado State. And we have a lot of theatrics that's going to happen. Drama, chatty patty, and football. Okay, and that's not how the order that it should go in. But that's what's going to go down, because we had comments made. Okay. And Jay Norville wanted to find something to say. And he wanted to say it with all the bravado and fanfare that's happening with a new Colorado Buffaloes football team at the helm, Coach Prime. All right. So he wants to say, you're not really an adult if you got to have the shades on when you talk. You know, take your shades off. Listen. You've had all kind of coaches with their vibes. And I mean, most coaches, they don't have their shades on. But is it written in any coach law that take your spectacles off to talk or greet someone? You know what I mean? Like, that's hilarious. But that's what he said. And so, of course, you know, prime time is going to be prime time, locked in. So he fires back, you know, and he's doing it with all of the prime vibe. And then behind him, of course, he has the celebrity status of athletes, the celebrities outside of the athletes realm, and his fans, and, you know, anybody else who did not feel the vibe that was going down. So you got all these incoming celebrities and sportcasters and just everybody who's going to be there behind Deion. But not everybody. Not everybody feels that way to be behind Deion. So you're going to have the yin and the yang. So we're going to lock into ESPN. And this is Stephen A. on Jay Norville's comments that have exploded into a circus show, which sadly takes the focus off of the children playing. And I don't know how that's going to fare off, because you've got to learn to be a coach that can ignore the chatter. I mean, yeah, you're going to step to someone if they verbally come to you, but you can step on and you can step off, and don't make it such a show, because that really, at the end of it all, is going to kind of put you in opposition of everyone else. And then, it may not happen now, but going to scoot you on right out of there, you know, from a coach's standpoint. A coach is a coach on how he elevates and motivates his teams for the wins, but also giving them those social skills that you can address something that's being said to you, or you can ignore it. I think if a lot of people took a little playbook, and I'm just saying right now because I really don't want to get, you know, combobulated, but if everybody could take a look at QB Eagles, Jalen Hurts, his press conferences have been so clutch. Like, he's giving you minimum, turn down. I'm just giving you minimum. You know, my grandmother used to have a saying, and the ladies of wisdom, when somebody asks you, how are you? Fine. Because fine is fine, and you can't get anything else but fine from fine. But when you're going to milk it, then it starts turning into something else. And so tonight's game is going to be less on the players and their stats and how they, get it done, who's ever going to get the win and their stats and all that. But it's going to be more focused on the two coaches. And that's the L. That is the L right there. Give me some more thumbs down. That is the L. Give me a crash. And so that's when both teams lose. And then the children, the players, need to be very careful how they vocalize. Because then when you want to kind of dance on up into the NFL, you're not going to have that kind of cushion. I think right now we're dealing with a lot of cushioning and protection. And I'm not just saying that about Deion's son. I'm not saying that about Shiloh and Shador. But about put all of them in the mix from both sides. When your kids, as coaches, that's what they call them, the kids, the players, try to cape for you and all of that, you got other eyes that are looking. And so other teams are like, do I even want that kind of headache? Because when you try to leap on over into the NFL, you're not going to get that kind of cushion. I'm not having it. It's a different set of rules because it's a professional sport. They're looking at you right now like, how do you handle that situation? And I really think for both coaches, both of their, the teams, the players are going to be there trying to, stand by their coaches. I hope that we don't see any physical type stuff happening, but it's just been a lot of chatter. So you have to know the rules of engagement as a player and decorum, because if you're trying to go on to your next level, you got those who are already there looking like I said, not everybody's up on Deion's side. Some people think children should stay in a child's place with this. And you just want to see the decorum of how you're going to be when you're trying to get to that next level. So going forward with this big, let's see what happens tonight at 10 p.m. Colorado State. We're just all going to see together. And I'll be doing live play-by-play. So I will be live stream with live chats. All right. So let's get on in to Stephen A's take on ESPN. Here we go.
I was here last week, and Prime asked me to come back, and I said I got to be here.
Yeah,
so I'm here.
These people are thankful that you're here.
No doubt, they deserve it. Though. They deserve it. Great turn. They showed up. They've been through a lot. You got a 1-11 season. Ain't nobody think about your ass. Yeah. But they showed up this year. They 2-0, and they got some stars on this team. So I give them a lot of credit.
Now I feel incredibly disrespected by you talking to me with those stupid sunglasses.
What's wrong with these glasses?
Because adults don't do that.
What I mean? Adults don't do what?
Talk to each other with sunglasses on.
That's right.
See, that's what the coach at Colorado State said.
Well, you're influencing me, man.
About Deion.
You got the kid in me all the time, man. I love it.
Oh, well, Deion's inspiring all of us with this whole thing. You heard what Jay Norvell said, obviously, about the team. Deion used it. We just chatted with him about it. I'm assuming you did as well.
Yeah.
How do you see tomorrow going before we pivot back to the NFL?
I think Colorado State going to get their ass kicked.
Okay.
You can't. I know you're looking for a reason to motivate and what have you, but what you can't do is when you haven't had more than 4 victories in about 6 or 7 years in a season, you can't talk. You don't have any reason whatsoever to talk. And then you're going to bring up mama and how mama's trained you and all of this other stuff. You're getting a little bit low, and there's certain things that require an ass whipping, and he definitely provided that fodder.
Okay, well, we're all excited to watch it tomorrow night on ESPN. It's great to be in Boulder, and I love the fact that there was a little sauce added to the rivalry here.
Yeah.
The Rocky Mountain Showdown.
That's right.
Just learned about it, love it, love everything about it. Let's go back to the NFL here.
Sure.
Last night, Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, so there we have Stephen A's take on it. That's not the word of Sportradamus right there, okay? But
oh my God,
you have a record like you have, and then you're gonna be talking and pandering about what your mama says is respect. Like, if it's not in the code of books of Coach Dom or anything like that, keep that to yourself and play your game. You do give people ammunition to come up and, whip ass, pretty much. So we are going to see who gets the whip down tonight. Will it be an upset, everybody? Or will it be just what we think it's going to be? Keep it locked.